Where do I begin? No matter how young I was, no matter how old I get, no matter how much time passes, birthdays have always been special to me. It's always mattered to me because it's always mattered to my mother. She's always made it matter, always made a point to make it special. From the first till now. I'm always surprised, I'm always caught off guard, even though I never should be. She's the only explanation why I care to celebrate a day that reminds me I'm still alive. So, as silly as it may sound as a fully grown 20-something male adult, birthdays have always mattered to me. December has always felt special, and nothing's gonna change that. What did change over time, though, was that I stopped sharing that celebration with others, to the point where I started keeping it a secret. Hurt and disappointment does that to someone. But in doing so, I got introduced to a new love. The beauty and joy found in making the time to celebrate on my own. Make a day of it myself. Do what I want without waiting on anyone, without putting it on anyone to make or break my day. All up to me, responsible for my own, a gift to myself. And a lot of my life I've lived that way, alone, in isolation, keeping people at arm's length, and not really letting people get to know me or actually get close. But this year, I wanted change. So, I let someone in. I actually gave someone the chance to know me again, fully. Then, at the time when it mattered, she let me down. Much like others had in the past. In some ways, worse, and in similar ways that caused me to withdraw from people back then and made me love my isolation instead. This year, of all years, I did not want to celebrate anything alone. And yet there I was. For the first time in a long time, for the first time in my adult life, I was afraid to celebrate alone. For once, I was afraid to celebrate alone. Disappointment and hurt make it so tempting to close off much the same as I had before. But resolve reminded me of resilience. Not to crumble and fold nor renege. That to give people a chance again meant more than just romance, and went far greater than just one girl. Now, I can truly say, this year, I gave people a chance. A chance to prove my skepticism, apprehensions, and reservations wrong. As someone who so often intentionally goes alone in life, as someone who so often opts to intentionally celebrate the one day of the year that matters to him, all on his own and alone, with a heart so freshly cracked, left to his own, I stuck to my resolve and gave people a chance to share a day with me, my day with me. And they made my decision not to be alone this year one worth remembering.
A lot of things have happened this year, and a lot of you know the stuff that isn't okay. And a lot of you have stuck around for all of it. You guys made it. You made it with me. Out of everybody, You guys were the most consistent of this year, and you kept checking up on me through ups and downs. And I spent most of my time, whenever I was out with others, with all of you. So thank you. Cheers. Cheers, you man. Love you guys.
In a time when I didn't expect that I could still celebrate happily, in a time that I didn't expect to at all feel happy, you were there. At the time when I felt like caving in, you gave me a reason to go out. A reason that went beyond just spending the day with myself. And it made for what I believe to be the best version of the memories that could have happened. And I know it's just another day. It's just a birthday. But when it's made to mean so much to you, something so trivial to some becomes all that more significant. In a time when I would have likely not done anything, even for myself, even on my own. When I expected to feel the most alone, I was not. And that day was the day that I was anticipating that I would feel the heaviest. But for that day, I just felt happy. Thank you for these gifts. The gift of your friendship, the gift of your time, the gift of your lives. I was afraid for once to be alone, but this year I was not. This year I did not celebrate alone.